the gateway will do is it will connect support agent with the knowledge base. That's the work of gateway. So think of it as a middleman, right? It understands the input and it understands what would be needed to process it and connects together. If you watch this complete entire video, like let's say there will be 13 to 14 videos in this series, then you'll understand completely about agents, how to connect, how to build, how to solve problems, how to fix context memory issues, how to work on tokens, etc. Okay, so keep watching. Thank you so much. So AgentCore Runtime, think of it as an office building, right, where all 11 agents sit and work. So what are these 11 agents that we are talking about? So we are building an retailer to wholesaler, FMCG supply chain, and in between them, there will be AgentCore Runtime sitting in and handling all incoming requests from the retailer, giving it to the supplier, and from supplier to the delivery. All the process is getting automated using AgentCore Runtime. So AgentCore Runtime is like managing all these different agents. Like there is a orchestrator agent, there is an order agent, there is a supply massive agent. All these different agents sits over here. They work 24/7 and secure and reliable, routes every request to the right agent. That is the job of AgentCore. Now, if you talk about Amazon Bedrock, that is Claude, then you can call it an educated staff. When an incoming request comes to the staff, like track my order, ORD123, it understands the request, understand the context, decide the next step, and write the response. The actual thinking happens over here. It can understand multi-language. It can understand intent of the user. It can make intent classification and where this is, where for which agent this request is for. Also, every different agent uses this educated stuff. Like order agent uses this. If there is an order comes in, then order agent understands the context, the request from the Bedrock Claude and gives a response back. Inventory agents understands everything from it. Delivery agents makes a delivery on the base of what agent is talking about. Payment agent also being help with this main Amazon Bedrock. So that is we call educated stuff. If we talk about LangGraph, so we are using LangGraph as an internal system to build the complete orchestrator to route different requests. Think about it connects everyone. Like it connects the inventory agent, order agent, delivery agent, payment agent, and support agent on the basis of the request that comes to it. So if retailer puts an order that track my order, it goes to the orchestrator. That LangGraph framework system sends requests to the different part of agents, right? And then also responds back to the request. So it's kind of incoming request coming in, orchestrator understanding the request, sending it to different agents, whichever is requested, and then replying back to the agent from where the request came from. And why it matters is because it doesn't have any confusion who does what. Work always happens in the right direction, in the right order. Easy to add new specialists. Like let's say that I have to add a new agent in it, then I can easily add. It's reliable, traceable, consistent, and consistent conversation, right? Okay, so you understand what is the use of LangGraph. What is the use of AgentCore Memory here? So imagine a retailer is there and he's trying to put an order, but he has done also multiple previous orders, and there would be a problem in his previous orders, and he is also a gold tier retailer. If agent does not know that what happened in the previous transaction, then how he would help in priority? To understand what happened in the previous order, there has to be a memory stored. So that is AgentCore Memory. And there are two types of memory. There is a short-term memory and long-term memory. And AgentCore Bedrock Runtime stores these all memories inside AgentCore Memory of each and every transaction that happens. So for this retailer, RTL 1042, the address is stored, the tire is stored, and then once he makes a new order, right, track my order this, then AgentCore Memory helps Bedrock Runtime and Amazon Bedrock to understand this is a previous customer and this was the previous experience it had. The customer is a retailer gold tier agent, right? And prefer bulk orders, usually orders on Mondays. All these things are stored in AgentCore Memory. Like if you think about without memory, what will happen? That AI will treat every user as like a stranger, like it doesn't know about that user. Ask for the same info again and again. That will irritate the user. Like if I have signed up to this kind of infrastructure and I'm putting an order, then every time I put an order, I have to tell my name. That will irritate the customer to the agent, right? Slow and repetitive and frustrating will be there. But if with memory, everything will be understood by the agent. Like AI will greet with a regular customer with their names, understand context instantly, faster, smarter, and personalized response will be there. So this is the need of AgentCore memory. Now let's talk about knowledge base. So here in this project, we are using S3 plus OpenSearch. In Bedrock Core Runtime, if you go, then you can create a knowledge base. Knowledge base is for what? If you look at these documents, they are return policy, payment terms, onboarding checklist, supplier guidelines, and shipping policy and FAQs. If a retailer wants to do a return, and who will tell that agent how a product will be returned? So there has to be a policy maintained for the agent, for the return agent, for example. So he can refer to that policy and then do the return. If let's say a product is not for return, then the policy should be there in S3 bucket, which will be read by agent and the return will not be processed. Same as payment terms. Let's say we offer 1 week of payment and a customer asking for 10 days of payment terms or credit. That is where this S3 payment terms will come into picture, and then it will take it in reference from the payment terms document and then reply to the customer. This way, the S3 knowledge base and OpenSearch will be there. What happens is we put all the S3 PDFs inside S3 bucket, right, in knowledge base, and let's say we apply embeddings and all the embedding data go to OpenSearch, and from OpenSearch, our AWS Bedrock Core Runtime fetches information and send back to the agents, whoever asks for. Like there is a support agent, right? And how do I return a damaged item? Then what agent support agent does is searches knowledge base, finds the right document, reads the answer, and give accurate actions response. Correct? So think of AgentCore Gateway as a reception desk plus tool counter. Like one front desk and all tools behind it. Like let's say that order agent comes in and he talks about that needs credit limit information. Then the gateway will be taking that data, taking that information, and understands which tools it needs to process this request and connect to the right system. That's exactly what the gateway is for. Let's say payment agent comes in and there is a Lambda available to help in the payment system. Let's say there is a support agent comes in. There is a knowledge base behind the scene that can support supports agent to fulfill a particular policy or help answer a FAQ question. Then the gateway will do is it will connect support agent with the knowledge base. That's the work of gateway. So think of it as a middleman, right? It understands the input and it understands what would be needed to process it and connects together. That's it. That's what a gateway is. Correct? If gateway would be there, then what you have to do is you have to do one to many mapping or many to many mapping. You have to connect order agent with all list of lambdas that it would need. You have to connect payment agent with all the list of lambdas you need. So in terms of you have to connect all different tools with order agent. You have to connect all different tools with the payment agent. You have to connect all different tools with the support agent. With the help of agent gateway or MCP, for example, you can call it, it understands which tool you need and just directly connects with you. Simple. Correct? And this is how it helps AgentCore Runtime complete architecture. Now, what about AgentCore identity? The security guard at the gate. Think about like if a retail app user comes in and wants to track the order, then the user has to be legitimate. If he has a mobile application, he has to log in through AWS Cognito or through an OTP verification or through an OAuth. Correct? Then it should be allowed to access that data and his own data, not other customer data. So that's where AgentCore identity comes in. It will authorize the user, retail app user, to use it. Right? Think of as a staff comes in and he wants to access, like I want to access the admin completely, then I have to log in somehow to get this information and use it. Correct? If let's say hacker wants to break in, that's not possible. So AgentCore identity stops it. Let's say an unknown bot wants to scrape the dashboard and data that we have, then AgentCore runtime stops it. So it's kind of access granted and access denied kind of stuff with AgentCore runtime, AgentCore identity inside AgentCore runtime. Right? So if we, in conclusion, if you want to understand, verify who making the request, authenticates the user or application, controls access based on roles and permission, protects against unauthorized actions, and works with the AWS IAM or Cognito. Now, let's understand about AgentCore Policy, the compliance rulebook. Okay, so think of a delivery agent comes in and he wants to approve 75,000 rupees of refund to a retailer. Let's say retail 1042. But once the return agent goes to the policy check says that more than 50,000 of refund is not allowed, and then the request is blocked. That is what AgentCore Policy makes for. It helps agent make decision into their limits. Correct? So if you look at in this FMCG business like that we are doing, delivery agent cannot approve refund over 50,000 rupees. Payment agent can issue credit notes up to 1 lakh rupees. He cannot do 2 lakh rupees because the policy has been already written, and all the agent has to run through this policy. They cannot go beyond this policy. Only manager can write off overdue payments. Supplier onboarding agent can only read documents, not delete it. Okay. And if we talk about audit and visibility, all policy decisions are logged, right? See who requested what and what rules are applied, and the decision. Help with compliance, security, and accountability. Integrated with CloudWatch for dashboard and alerts, correct? So that everything is streamlined for AgentCore policy. If we talk about S3, it's used to save, like let's say agent code. When we deploy the agent code, that has to be in zip and stored somewhere, like the data, the FAQ policy data, the onboarding checklist PDF, the user guide PDF, the payment terms PDF, all those information has to be stored inside S3 bucket. So S3 bucket is used for storing all this data. You can think of like a massive go down of different files, different type of file that we store, right? Observability, if you check, it's like you can say CCTV in the go down, where it's watching everything and everything is getting recorded and logged for any discrepancy happen in the future. So, for example, a retailer sends a message, orchestrator receives it, a specialist agent handles, tools and gateways are called, response sent back to the retailer, and everything is logged into CloudWatch. So, if anything happens in the future, so that any supervisor agent can come back and check the complete log of the system and understand where things went wrong. What about the payments that is there? So inside the payments, when actually wants to move money from here to there, and I think payments are still in preview phase, but this is what I think that they will help do. They will try to connect different payments gateways and mechanisms inside AWS Bedrock Runtime, so that users can connect directly their payments with AWS Bedrock Runtime, right? Like they may be able to send and receive money during the automated workflow, support UPIs, cards, and other payment methods, build secure, compliant, and payment rails, and means it's kind of helping agents process payments, transfer payments, get payments, raise POs, and do lots of payment stuff. So, but still is in progress, is in preview inside AWS Bedrock Runtime. But I think this is what they want to do with it. So what we are going to do, we are going to build all these different 11 agents. We're going to build the gateway, we're going to build the policy, we're going to build that memory, and with AgentCore Runtime for this complete FMCG retail to the wholesaler to the delivery agents, right? And we're going to show you an actual working in the next video. So keep watching. And if you watch this complete entire video, like let's say there will be 13 to 14 videos in this series, then you'll understand completely about agents, how to connect, how to build, how to solve problems, how to fix context memory issues, how to work on tokens, etc. Okay. So keep watching. Thank you so much.